I'm going to preface this by saying it's my first and probably last time ever posting on 4chan, and that I was born and raised Baptist, thus I believe as above, so below. Be me, work this tow truck gig, it's good money, long hours, and it's not customer service focused, so it's a win-win. Job is easy as shit, just have to drive, drag on a car, and tie it down, and fill out a single form, but long hours. Job sometimes requires me to be on a dirt road alone, 30 kilometers, 18 miles, from the nearest house/building. This sort of stuff normally doesn't faze me, even as winter's beginning to take hold. When I first started this job and was being trained by the guy who was leaving, he told me I need to watch my ass while I was out at night. Didn't know what he meant by this. Does he mean people? Does it mean it can be hard to see what you're doing? Shrug it off. Begin working. 2 months into new job, boss calls me at 2:30 a.m. saying there's one on redacted road. Hold on, Commodore. Water pump shit itself. Keys on front right tire. Pull up. See Commodore. Put PTO in so I can see the hydraulic controls. Walk up to Commodore. Keys not on tire. Check other tires. They're not there. About to call boss. Hear the sound of keys hitting the ground. Fucking what the fuck, .jpg? Turn around, and the keys to this fucking car are on the ground behind me. In the middle of the road. Fuck this shit, .wav. Pull car on. Standing there strapping things down. Hear something move behind me. It was quick, like stupid quick. Definitely not human, definitely not a roo, definitely not a dingo. Freak the fuck out. Finish the second strap, say fuck it, good enough. Begin to drive away. My headlights meet some eyes in the dark. Went a couple of kilometers up the road and finished the straps. Nothing to see or hear, so it never followed me. Went home and never said anything to anyone. Next day I get a phone call. My boss asked if I handled last night well. What the fuck? He knew I'd seen some shit, and confirmed that by telling me all the drivers go through this. He asked me if I would be okay for another round. I said I'd be willing. I would find out this is the first of one of many weird late night encounters I would have for the next 10 months. Be me. 2 weeks after prior incident, I'm out near Canada. Took a car from cops to Cunabera. Was pissed off. They were now Yowies. The locals seem adamant there's things you wouldn't believe in the Piliga National Park. Whatever, lol. Driving back. Stopped in a rest area because logbook required me to take half an hour. Kick dirt, smoke some cigarettes because it's the only vice I'm allowed to have. Go for a piss at the edge of the forest. See something move, just another roo. It's not hopping, it's walking. Probably the local drunk walking around. I am on the edge of town after all. Massive roar comes out of the forest as I turn around and throw my cigarette on the ground and stomp on it. What the fuck, .png? Jump in truck. Legally can't move for another 15 minutes. Fuck this, I'm outta here. I drive to the next rest area, fudge my logbook and continue for the next few hours. Pull over again for an extra not required break. Beginning to be tired. 10 hours at this point. Same deal, smoke a cigarette, kick some rocks. Turn around and there's a fucking deer. We have deer in Australia? What the fuck? Kinda taken aback by the deer alone. Deer's just staring at me. I guess this is normal? They are prey animal after all. Their whole survival instinct is just to freeze, so I guess it's normal. Walk up to say hello to the deer. Yeah, I'm that guy. Go up to deer. Full on pat this fucking deer. Quickly realize this is not normal deer behavior, even for a farm raised one. Even then, there are no fucking deer farms anywhere near here. Kind of stand back and take an even closer look at this deer. Something about its eyes don't look right. It nods its head at me and walks off. What the fuck, .png? I've lost sleeping thinking about that deer, and the roar I heard. I got a couple more stories. By this point I'd been doing this job for about 3 to 5 months. I began asking truck drivers in rest areas if they'd seen weird shit. They all say they have. Wonder if there's some sort of trend going on here. Truck drivers are known for fucking around, but I can't imagine anyone actually wants the negative attention, and they all seem hesitant to talk about a lot of it. The common one that I keep hearing about is there's some sort of panther/jaguar/tiger thylacine population scattered very sparsely around the country, and that they're shit scared of humans, but get a bit more brave at night. Be me. Been driving for hours at this point. About to do a backload back home. Thank God home is a mere few hours away. It's 8 AM, driving up the Mount Mitchell in northern NSW. Beautiful countryside. Their roads aren't that good, but whatever. Turn onto the next road. I believe it was the Aqua Park Road. I crest the hill and I see it. It looked like a fucking black panther. It darted across the road very quickly. Before I could take a second better look, it was gone. Look in bushes as I drive past. I can't see it. Whatever, probably tripping. Driving back up that road after loading up, I see it. It's definitely a black panther, but now it's off the road in a paddock. Go back and tell my boss. Ah, you finally saw him? What the fuck do you mean? They're around. They're scared of us because we hunted them to near extinction here. Convinced everyone is just fucking with me, and I'm losing my mind from working 12 hours a day for weeks on end. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago, driving up Waterfall Way between Coffs Harbor and Gyra, doing 100 through fog and rain. I see something dark run at my truck, went under the wheels, massive thud. I can't express how big whatever it was that I hit was. Too dangerous to stop here. No good spot to do a U-turn, and I'm on a time limit, so fuck it. Suddenly, truck starts beeping at me. It's a cab tilt warning. The cab hasn't moved. Pull up in Gyra. The cab jack is smashed up to oblivion, like barely recognizable. Hydraulic lines shredded. Electrical box ripped apart. This wasn't a matter of running over what I was questioning was a big cat. Something was under my truck trying to do as much damage as possible. It was meticulous about how it did it. Scratch marks everywhere. Begin looking under engine bay. Engine is leaking oil from the oil pan. You guessed it, more scratches. What the fuck? Hear something on the far side of my truck. Walk over. See a shadow dart away in the distance. Too quick to make out what it was. Begin questioning if I need a new line of work. Boss rips me a new one for thrashing the truck. Tell him it was something else. He laughs at me. Tell him that I'm serious. His attitude softens. He begins to take a second look under the truck. He walks back up to me and says, "You'd only seen this once before." The fuck you mean? Tells me to not talk about it. Final one before I hop off for the night. Did an oversized load for a local Aboriginal farmer. Load up this portable building and went out to his property. First time ever meeting him. Unload the building. He insists I stay for lunch. He makes me sit down on his porch and gives me a packet of cigarettes, a Gatorade, and a plate of shepherd's pie. I wasn't aiming to ask him anything serious, but I sorta half-asked him, "Hey, do you guys believe in weird shit that happens at night?" His face straightens. "Tell me what you've seen." Tell him the stories and others I can't be fucked to type tonight. He tells me to come with him. He lights a bunch of eucalyptus leaves on fire and starts cleansing me. While he's doing it, he says bad spirits have been stalking me and that I've been in danger for months. Tells me there are no panthers or tigers or any big cats on this continent. Tells me they're in essence demons, not skinwalkers, but something akin to them. Tells me that a small percentage of people actually see them. Says I'm one of the special ones. Lol. Okay, he gets angry I'm not taking this serious. Can see he wants to hit me. Shit, better try to take this semi-serious. Finish the cleansing. Tells me to come back to him if things begin to get weird again. Tells me that I'm not allowed to share anything about this, and that the local elders would have shunned him for even telling me that there are demons and shit out there. Tells me to let him know if he sees any cows with their heads backwards. What? Tells me to come back for beer sometime. Should I go back? And before shit thread, just wanted to get these stories off my chest more than anything else. If the thread's still alive tomorrow, I'll post more, otherwise I don't care if this thread dies. Alright guys, I'm back again. Just did a 12-hour day, staying in a motel with shitty Wi-Fi, so bear with me. We drive 2 trucks, both tilt-race/flatbed with fittings. One's a Hino and the other's a Fuso. I enjoy driving the Fuso more, because more power. No, we aren't Jordan guys. We admire their work in the workshop. Next story isn't mine but a co-worker's, and he said it freaked him out enough he left without finishing the job, and in my opinion, worth the honorable mention. Be co-worker. Get sent hours away to Raspberry Lookout. Gibraltar Range in the middle of the night. Car plus caravan pickup. Easy as fuck. Pull up. Start pulling on car. Says it's dead quiet and serene. No one's there. Finish tying everything down. About to start the caravan. Turn around. There's 12 cunts sitting there having a picnic in the middle of the road that he just drove up. 6 men, 6 women. Says the men were dressed as cowboys. Says the women were dressed in very convincing Dia de Muertos attire. Says he couldn't see any of the woman's skin, just all black or white. They're all just staring at him, completely nonchalant. Says when he locks eyes with them, he felt an overwhelming sense of dread. Says he knows they weren't there a minute ago. Even then, how could they set up an entire fucking picnic without him noticing? Felt super uneasy and leaves. Camps up the road in the truck overnight and comes back at dawn. Says he'll never go up there again. Final one for tonight. Can barely keep my eyes open. I do plan on calling the Aboriginal farmer again soon. I do have his number. Be me. Taking a Silverado up to Kilcoy, Queensland. Since we operate in New South Wales, the easiest route to take is just the New England Highway. Follow the highway up Warwick, keep left, veer right through the mountains, behind Brisbane, pick related. The road between the New England and Gaddon is probably one of the worst roads in the country. It's a heavily neglected, pothole city. The roads aren't even level. You crawl through some parts like it's a goat track. Now do it at 4 a.m. witching hour. Heavy fog, light rain. Sort of wary at this point, but awake enough that I can make it to Kilcoy. Have a snooze in the truck and turn around at 10 something. Look to my right. There's something humanoid following the truck in the tree line. I'm doing 70 kilometers per hour. There's no way. Next thing I know, I hear a bang. Tire blowout. Great, more nonsense to deal with. Limp truck the gravel path. Completely forget about humanoid creature chasing truck. Start taking the spare off from under the tray. It's a chain and bolt holding it on. Start looking for a jack, breaker bars and whatnot. It's Brisbane, so it's always warm, even in winter. Suddenly, the whole area goes cold. Ignore it. Got shit to do. Hear footsteps around the truck. Peek my head up over the tray. Who's there? Silence. Probably imagined it. Realized I forgot about what I saw. Panic.png. The tire's half on the hub, so I do what anyone who is shit scared in the middle of nowhere would do. Do up the 3 nuts as tightly and as quickly as possibly as I can, and keep, carefully, driving to the next spot with the streetlight or an adjacent building. Pull up out the front of a farm with the streetlight out front. Working lights on. High beams, hazards, any source of light the truck had was on. Look around. Nothing. We should be okay now. Go to tighten the last couple of nuts. Doing it under the illusion that I'm safe. About to tighten the last nut. Feel a tap on my shoulder. Freeze.wav. Listen. Nothing. Slowly turn around. There's nothing there. Fuck this shit. Completely ignore survival instincts and tighten the last nut and go walk around to the driver's side door. Fucking rock lands at my feet from the ditch next to the road. Fuck this. Someone's fucking with me, surely. Once more, ignore survival instinct. Walk over the ditch. Eyes locked the whole time. There's no way anything can move without me seeing it. Look into ditch. There's nothing there. Feel tap on my shoulder again. Freeze.wav. Accept my death. Call upon the Lord in my head to save me. Turn around. There's nothing there again. But once more, a rock lands at my feet. Fuck this. I'm done here. Jump into truck and immediately put my foot down and leave. Refuse to drive through there ever again, especially at night. Haven't told anyone about it at work, thinking they'll laugh at me. Go to Kilcoy, drop car off, snooze, and drive back through Toowoomba. Even to this day, I'm not sure what the fuck happened. I will report back again when I got 2 more stories worth telling. But like I said, I can barely keep my eyes open. Honestly, I didn't think these stories were that good, but if you guys keep liking them, I guess I'll keep sharing. Any other Aussie truck drivers out there who got any stories worth sharing, feel free to jump in.